So, if you've watched any episodes of The Next Great Baker, which cast members do you relate the most to and why?
Oh, I didn't see season 1. I didn't know it existed. Tragic. I did see season 2, and I would say probably Heather G, mostly because she's a stay-at-home mom, and she was doing stuff out of her kitchen, and she just seems really nice. We'd probably be friends and laugh and make pretty cakes. And I wish I had a cute accent like her, because she's just the cutest thing ever. But, yeah, probably her.
Do you feel your skills are better than the previous contestants on season 1 and 2?
Like I said, I didn't see I didn't see season 1. As far as skills on season 2, for some yes, for some no. As far as baking goes, I have my standard recipes that I go with. I haven't had complaints, and so I'm not like an amazing person when it comes to recipes and this and that and everything else. I know what works and I work with it. Decorating, probably some. I don't have a lot of skill with buttercream. Well, I mean, I eat it. Smear it on for like the crumb coat. But piping and flowers and stuff, I haven't really had a chance to do that. But as far as fondant and modeling chocolate and things like that, I think I could give them a run for their money. I do. Because, you know, I'm that good. Yeah.
How elaborate and creative are your designs?
Depends on the cake. I can go simple and elegant. I can go crazy and weird. I did a cake for my daughter's 2nd birthday, I think it was. That was a carousel, and it like came up, and it had that overhanging thing and the little poles, and they didn't go up and down. I wasn't quite that cool, but that was pretty elaborate. Yeah, that was cool. So it just depends on the cake. Like I said, I'll go big.
So do you have any special skills like 3D sculpted cakes, pyrotechnics, sugar work, etc., like exploding cake bombs of happiness?
Pyrotechnics intrigue me. I could be a pyromaniac, so I haven't really tried that because I probably burned the house down.
Have you burned any cakes lately?
I haven't burned any cakes lately, no, I haven't. 3D sculpted cakes are really fun. I've done a dino cake. I've done a butt cake. Felt really weird smoothing the fondant on that one. Weird. But yeah, I like doing that. And as far as sugar work, I don't know if that means like the modeling chocolate or if that means like pulled sugar. I've made lollipop things to decorate cakes. I don't know if that counts. I don't know.
Cool. So tell us about your food industry experience, like culinary school jobs, cooking classes, self-taught, etc.
Food industry experience would probably be summed up in me eating out. I don't really have food industry experience. I haven't been trained by anybody. I just kind of wing it, and usually things work out. I don't know. Maybe I'm lucky. Maybe I'm blessed. Maybe I'm delusional. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not trained. I just, like I said, play with my food, and they turn out cute, and I keep them.
Do you have pastry or other baking experience besides cakes? I mean, how long have you been baking and decorating and doing cute cake thingies?
I have been baking for as long as my mom would let me in the kitchen. As far as pastry, I like to make pies, and I make a really mean baklava. Before I ever did any fancy cakes, I was like the baklava girl. It's really good, and I've been doing that for, I want to say 12 years maybe? Yeah. But the cakes just started 2 years ago, maybe not even that long. So I'm new at it.
What do you think? What do you consider a cliche in the baking world?
A current cliche in the baking world? Yeah, my judgmental side coming up. I would say the cupcake shops. Yeah, really? Cupcakes? I mean, sure. I went to one and it was like a big old nasty dry, flavorless, probably from a mixed cupcake with like 1.5 pounds of nasty, greasy buttercream on top that was bright pink, and it tasted horrible. But it was $5. $5. It's just, yeah. I think it's a fad, and I think it'll probably go away. Kind of hoping. Yeah.
So this next question, you kind of already answered, it looks like, but it says, how elaborate and creative are your designs when baking? Show and tell us about some of your most creative designs. For example, concentrate on your sculpted cakes, the use of airbrushing, things like pyrotechnics, you've won competitions, etc., so forth and so on. So you can elaborate about that a little more.
I haven't won any competitions because I haven't entered any. I plan on it. I kind of am right now. So let me win. Yeah, pyrotechnics, no. I haven't tried airbrushing. I would love to try airbrushing. I think it would be really, really fun. I do non-airbrush. I use paintbrushes. Does that count? I like to do detail work. So anything that's detailed, I love to do. So
how would you rate your skill level? Are you a beginner, average, or expert when it comes to baking and decorating?
I would say baking, I'm average. I would say decorating, like I said, as far as piping and classic decorating, I'm probably beginner. But then when it comes to fondant and that sort of thing, I'd say, I wouldn't call myself expert, because I know I still have a lot to learn, but I would say I'm above average. Yeah, that's what I'd say.
What do you think will be your strengths and weaknesses in this competition specifically?
I would say one of my strengths would be that I'm just kind of a roll with the punches kind of a girl. You give me a challenge, I will step up to it, and I will give it my absolute best and then some, and probably look like a fool doing it, but have a really good time doing it. My weakness would be that I probably try to do too much a lot of the times. I tend to be a little overly ambitious, which isn't always a bad thing, because if I can get it done, it's great. If I can't, it's not so great. So also one of the edges that I would say I probably have is my ability for the sculpting aspect. I'm going to show. I made a little modeling chocolate dude earlier. Isn't he cute? Oh, just good enough to eat. And you could if you wanted. So I would have colored him, but I don't have all the colors to color him. He needs to be airbrushed. But yeah, so he's tasty.
You're also working on a dinosaur there, I see.
I am. I'm also working on this little dino dude. He is in process. He's actually kind of heavy. But I've just been working on him like in the last 20 minutes or so. But he's not done. But yeah, he'll be cool when he's done.
So if you had to brag about your most important accomplishments in your career, what would they be? I mean, yeah, what would they be? What were your most important, most stunning accomplishments in your career?
If we're talking about a career as a baker and a decorator, I would say the accomplishment of actually having people approach me and say, oh my goodness, you made that? Can you make one for me? Like, that blew me away, because I'm like, I make cakes in my kitchen. Are you serious? How cool can they be? But then people started saying, oh my gosh, you should be on those shows, la 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 la. So my current biggest accomplishment is that I'm making this video for you.